Today, I want to talk about what to eat before a tournament. So a tournament usually means one thing. There is going to be lots of activity, whether you are playing in a basketball tournament, volleyball, soccer, multiple double headers with baseball. The real problem is that you're going to be burning lots of energy. And if you don't do a good job of fueling your body before that tournament, the likelihood is you're going to run low on energy and likely to fatigue faster during the day. Now, one of the challenges with tournaments is that they usually start in the morning. So you might be practicing early. You might have to be at the field or on the court or on the course early. And that can oftentimes be a challenge when it comes to fueling before you get there. Many athletes will tell me, I'm just going to grab a protein bar before my tournament. And while that might seem like an easy solution, the reality is it's not a good choice for fueling your body because it's simply not enough nutrition. That would be like having a low tank of gas and about to go on a road trip, and you go by the gas station and you go, I'm just going to put a quarter of a tank in there and then take off. That's silly. You're going to run out of gas faster. Same thing with your body. You're going to run out of fuel faster if you don't take time to fuel up. Now, I know early morning fueling can be a challenge for athletes. So I want to give you a few quick solutions for what you can do when you're having to fuel before a tournament. We're going to talk about them in 3 different scenarios: eating at home, eating at a hotel, and eating on the go. So ideally, if you're at home, you can eat something before you head out to the tournament. It can be something simple. I typically recommend that athletes always consume easy to digest, familiar foods, especially on a game, competition, or tournament day. You want to eat something that's familiar. And whether you're eating at home, at a hotel, or on the go, you want to make sure that that meal contains high fiber carbohydrates, so a complex carbohydrate, so it will stick with you a little bit longer. That could be something as simple as a bagel or toast. You want it to have lean protein. That could be eggs, that could be peanut butter, that could be even something like Greek yogurt or the protein powder that you might put in a smoothie. And then I typically recommend that athletes get in fruit on the morning of a tournament day because it's going to give you more carbohydrate, more electrolytes, and fruit is juicy, so it's giving you some extra hydration. And then we all wake up dehydrated. So in the morning, you need to make sure that you are fueling and hydrating. So whether you're drinking water or a sports drink, milk, chocolate milk, a smoothie, something that's going to give your body hydration is key. And if it can give your body nutrition plus hydration, aka carbs and protein plus fluid, that's going to be ideal. So if you're at home, this could look like eating a bagel with scrambled eggs, a big bowl of fruit, and a glass of milk. It could also look like a yogurt parfait that's got fruit and granola. Maybe you're pairing that with some trail mix and a sports drink. So if you have time to fuel up in the morning before you leave, that's going to be great. Go with foods that are familiar to you. Gives your body enough nutrition to give it energy, allow it time to digest before you get to your game or your competition. So if you're eating at home, a little bit easier because you have a kitchen and you can cook. If you're at a hotel, so maybe you're traveling for this tournament, try to choose hotels that have hot continental breakfasts. More than ever, hotels have those. Or if they don't have a hot continental breakfast, then look for one that has a restaurant so that you have time to eat before you head out. The continental breakfast just usually is a little bit easier. Most of them are going to have eggs that you can choose from, be it like a little omelet or scrambled eggs or hard-boiled eggs. And many of them will even have breakfast sandwiches. So you can get your protein in. They'll have yogurt, they'll have milk. So lots of good solutions actually for protein, even at a hot continental breakfast. Then you want to make sure that you are grabbing a whole grain to give you that complex, long-lasting energy. So that could be a bagel, that could be toast, could even be waffles, granola, whole grain cereal. Many of them will have breakfast potatoes or something similar. So make sure that you are getting that carbohydrate, then aim for fruit. There will be fresh fruit. You could also consider blending fruit into a smoothie. It might be the fruit on a yogurt parfait. So there's lots of ways that you can get fruit at the continental breakfast. And then probably looking at milk, chocolate milk, or a sports drink for your hydration. So making sure that you're shaping an athlete's plate for performance, carbs, protein, fruit, and fluid, even when you're at a hotel. Now, third little space of eating is let's talk about when you're on the go. So maybe you did not get up in enough time to fuel your body and you have a road trip ahead of you. Maybe you're having to drive an hour or a little ways to your game or to, the tournament or the field, course, etc. So, if that's the case and you have to grab on the go, one option would be grabbing a breakfast sandwich. Now, ideally, you want this breakfast sandwich to be on a bagel or an English muffin. Skip out on the biscuit or the croissant. That high fat content will often make it kind of feel like it's sitting in your stomach, and it can make you feel not so great leading into a game. So trying to get a breakfast sandwich that has eggs, cheese, and a lean breakfast meat on a bagel or a wrap, so like a tortilla, or on an English muffin would be a great solution for both carbohydrate and protein. Then you can look at fueling up with fruit. So maybe you're grabbing a side of fruit or a yogurt fruit parfait or fruit in a smoothie. Those can be all great solutions for getting in your fruit. And then pretty much whatever restaurant or fast casual or fast food restaurant you're going through will have milk or chocolate milk. So that could also be a solution for a beverage, or you could drink a sports drink. Now, let's say you don't feel hungry at all. You're nervous before your tournament. You don't want to eat before. Then I would tell you to focus on fueling with fluid, maybe getting a smoothie that's got fruit, yogurt, protein powder, milk, peanut butter that can give you a decent amount of nutrition is going to be great. If you really don't feel like eating or drinking, aim for nutrient-dense snacks, aka foods that have more calories per bite. So maybe you get a smoothie and you eat a few energy bites. Maybe you get a smoothie and you eat some granola or some trail mix mixed with granola and a banana. Simple ways to fuel that can help you get in more calories per bite. The key in every situation is that before a tournament, you've got to fuel up. You don't want to just fuel your tank part of the way. You want to fuel up, and that starts with a breakfast of complex carbohydrates, lean protein, fruit, and fluid. So whether you're eating at home, at the hotel, or on the go, be sure that you're incorporating each of those nutrients so that when you get to the tournament, you're ready to go, well fueled and well hydrated.